So Jeff, you're the holdup.
Somebody's slacking
Slacker.
again.
Always slacking on the destiny.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So
Nice.
obviously, yeah. Wow. You have one light side pip. That's it. That's all you need. It's just one
Yeah,
good
that
light
sounds
side
about
roll.
right.
Yep.
So as we left off last time, you guys were pulling out of the planet's orbit towards the space station. And the mission, remember, is to get to the station, go to the location you were provided to get the explosives. God help us if our mechanic is the one that's missing today. And set the charges to help blow up the station and or blow up the Star Destroyer being fabricated. Because this one
I
is...
think it's me and Kelly that have the high mechanics rolls.
Uh-huh.
I have good mechanics. I mean, I wouldn't say high per se. I think it's like 5 green. Let me check.
Oh, is that all?
That's only 5 good dice.
Yeah, it's 5 green.
Yeah, same for me. 5 green.
Only 5 green.
Only.
5
only.
green. But I have that toolkit that gives me an additional 2 blue.
So as, we come back in, the shuttle is slowly going to the bottom of the station, henceforth why in the map. And I'm checking to make sure, yes, you can see the map too. You guys are all located down the middle, and immediately your liaison on the station meets and greets with you guys and asks who's in charge of the inspection team. And of course, our diplomat speaks up that she is in charge and immediately is whisked away from the group to go, to the officers' area to hobnob, because apparently this is what the inspection teams do as the standard operating procedure, is the one in charge doesn't have to do any work, and the rest of you are given data pads and told to do the inspection while your leader is up at the officers' bar.
Nice.
So you do recall from the information provided, we have a magenta circle. Over here is where the explosives are supposed to be waiting for you.
Let's
okay.
I see that now.
I see. You squished
off to the right. Yep.
Such quality drawing.
I know. And over here, I'm going to use the blue because it's difficult to see. And over here, and over here are the 3 locations where you need to plant charges to sabotage the Star Destroyer in fabrication.
This place looks so familiar somehow.
It does.
It's almost
seen
like
it all
I've
before.
been here before.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this one is slightly different than the one you have used before. This is an Imperial ship dock. It's not the wheel if you think it's the wheel. It's slightly different.
Slightly.
It's
Very
basically
slightly.
its scale is different than the wheels. But yeah, it totally looks like it's the wheel, isn't it? So you have your data pads. Your commander wishes you well as she nervously giggled and went into the turbo lift with the other Imperial officers. Obviously, I'm sure she's going to probably get bribed or something, Do you need your helmet to be polished?
Well, she's at least a talkie-talk person, so.
Oh, that's the terrifying
Hopefully.
part, is you've lost your talkie-talk. At least
Well,
you
no,
have
we
your
have-
dirty liar.
I was gonna say we still have a liar with us. You're such a comfortable liar.
Wow.
So
I said wrong. You comfortable liar.
So you have your inspection data pad that's been provided to you on station. It totally has your itinerary and checkpoints that you're supposed to be checking in on after you go and do your little 100-point inspection.
And two questions. The first question is: I know we had a time limit on this mission. Do we have a clock that gives us what kind of time we have?
Yeah, right there.
Foresee me.
It's a
Well, I mean, Simi is aware of, yes, how much time we have, but is the GM going to tell us how much time we have? 15 minutes. What?
So at the moment, the time limit is 6 hours.
Okay. And my next question is observing the layout of the station, can I make a knowledge warfare roll to determine how many dice I have to share with people?
And that is a hard purple roll, right?
Three purples. Yep. Gesundheit.
God bless you.
can tell it was a cough or a sneeze.
I've got the 3 purple in there.
Nice. So I get 4 blues to share around.
As you know, Tozen had his eyes peeled at the window as you were pulling up. And your commander says, "Good luck, team. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hope to see you again."
All right.
Wait, don't you mean our... She's not our commander. She is our talkie-talkie person, but not commander.
She is your agitator. But according to
Yeah,
the
that's it.
uniform she was wearing when she was asked who is
I
the
gotcha.
inspector general, she says, "'Tis I!" And they're like, "And you're coming with us to the officer bar."
Yeah. Number 1, good way to remove her. Number 2, would have been really awkward if I was the one that went with them.
Oh yeah. No, that would not have been gone well.
No, and honestly, that's the way I would have set it up as the actual commander, is let the talkie-talkie person be the commander, and I'm just a lowly grunt. Ignore me. I just do things with tools.
Well, that's why I'm like running around filming everything. I'm just don't bother me. I'm the camera guy. Leave me alone.
We're doing
I
an
am all
educational documentary on how to inspect a station.
And you will notice on the station's wings there is totally a number in the order that your data pad says you should inspect.
Oh, but of course.
And there happens to be, like, within a certain amount of time you should be checking in at each station. Now the question is the group going to find some shenanigans to circumvent that? And what is your first step of action as you're on a adequately busy? There's groups of 2 to 8 passing by regularly in the hallways here. So you may want to be a little on the covert side of your communications. Or speak in metaphor.
Yeah. Thinking somebody might want to adjust our time and order.
Well, is it as simple as just adjusting our time, or is it like the ship is going to leave in 6 hours, so we have to be done in 6 hours?
No. I'm talking adjusting.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking exactly what you're thinking is rotate all of these.
Yeah. Do a little flippy flop.
Yep. That's exactly what I was thinking. We start heading to 1. When we
2,
get
3
there, we have
flip-flop.
Simi try to flip-flop 2 and 4. So we finish at 1. We head to 2. On our way to 3, we stop off and get the explosives.
Yep.
And then we make our way to 3. So yes, that is the plan.
Yeah, because of course Jim's going to make it difficult.
I'm not going to do anything of the sorts. I trust your dice rolls to do most of the work.
Yeah,
I trust your dice
you-
to do the heavy lifting.
because you didn't purposely put 4 where you put it.
Well, of course he did. He had to throw some monkey wrench at us.
Right?
Well, that's just the general nodes that the pad is meant to be plugged into. Since we totally have seen from the Bad Batch that you can take your data pad and slot it into a door.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yep.
Totally borrowing the weird wonky technology we've been provided for Star Wars.
Right?
And let's not talk about that show anymore. Not for a little while. I'm still sad and in mourning that it's over.
I hear you.
It
Yeah.
hurts. It hurts more than other Star Wars series coming to an end. So let's not talk about it anymore for now.
But on the plus side,
It hurts.
a certain actress and her certain character have caught up to each other in real life age. So we could see her in a real life version of the
That's
show.
my
now.
guess.
Just gonna throw that one
That's
out
my
there.
guess.
Yeah, but it's just probably going to be cameos in the other series.
That's what I'm thinking. Or the Favreau
good.
movie we're getting.
Or she could get her own little standalone.
I was
Yes.
going to say, look at what happened to Ahsoka, right? She was supposed to be a throwaway character, and the
Yep.
fan base just loved her so much that they gave her own series.
Yep.
Yep. So it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's mosey while we let the droid do some calculations on the way.
And then the horrible fact, if you guys get into combat, short range is like 2 squares. Just to let you know.
Oh damn.
So we don't need to worry about being too accurate with ranges here. I just wanted to put you guys on the map, so in case you inevitably wanted to split up, because that's what I figured you do the first thing out of the gate. Because I think most of you have communication equipment.
We've already split up. We got one out of the loop already.
No, I'm waiting for you guys to move your characters too. I said we all agreed we were moving to 1.
Yeah.
And as you guys start moving about, and you start seeing a bunch of Imperials do their thing, walking by. Everybody's snapping a salute or stopping to give a nod. Someone give me a general deception. And you got
That's
a
probably
blue
mine.
because of the uniform.
I will do that if you've got if my pool's ready.
Yep. Okay, I just want to make sure no faux pas. You guys totally are blending in. You're walking like soldiers. You're talking like soldiers. These uniforms actually are at that point where they feel like your regular day clothing. You've worn them so much.
Yeah, we might as well join much as we wearing Imperial uniforms.
At least you could double dip on income.
That would be nice.
Okay, so you guys basically are all heading straight towards Node 1. You see lots of work crews wearing the Imperial jumpsuits. They're not, military ranked, but they're contractors. So they're basically like, grunts. And there's a lot of things being fabricated and built here. There's one wing where they're, you hear them talking about they're assembling some of those new TIE advances. So that way they could manufacture them from this station if necessary. And you guys totally get here, and you see there's a officer. She's low ranked as an officer, but she has her 2 technicians and her 4 working folks. And immediately when the inspection team comes in, she says, "Inspection team on the deck," and you hear the boots click. And everybody jumps up into a nice, formal hands behind the back pose. So who is in charge of the inspection group now?
Brit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
As Simi is lagging behind.
The droid, see me, he's like, I'm working here. I'm trying to swap numbers.
I saw another protocol droid, and I'm totally photocopying their numbers.
Get the digit.
You never know when you need to change your ID number. So, Prit, sounds like you guys had this nervous moment where everyone looked at you as being the officer on the highest ranking member.
Yes.
As this young officer looks at you and gives you the nod and graciously waves you to begin your inspection.
Mm-hmm. I, give the, the point at our things, especially see me. Well, if you would start the diagnostic, please.
To the droid.
Yeah.
Remember, they're just droids here.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
damn. As you
Well,
know,
I mean, part of
I
the
get
cover.
it.
mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like,
I mean, we start calling her Simi. It's like weird.
No, but this,
Right. Do your job.
Yes. I point to thing. Start the diagnostic. Looking at Tozin and Melnock and say, and then whatever the process that we're supposed to do.
Since
That's
number
the
one is right
question.
there, Simi and I will head into here. I assume there's some kind of checklist for the inspection.
There's totally a 10-point inspection.
So, is this room unoccupied?
It's within eye shot of everybody.
I mean, it's within eyeshot, but is it like?
It's mostly private at the moment. There's a beautiful observation deck, has Imperial control panels everywhere, controls some droids that work outside.
So I'm assuming Simi comes in there with me as instructed.
yeah.
I will be outside and sort of giving Harry eyeball if anybody's looking like they might be curious as what we're doing, just sort of looking at them with that look of, don't you have somewhere else better to be?
That would totally be the lieutenant. She is giving you an eyeball, and you did notice when you mentioned for your droid to do the diagnostic, one of her eyebrows kind of arched.
I'm specially programmed to perform this task.
So Prit, you totally saw that she had a physical reaction to you telling your droid to begin the diagnostics, if you wanted to address it or not.
Yes, I will mention the droid's been acting up. We'll be giving her a memory flush at the first available convenience.
And I kind of bring the droid and kind of zoom in on her and kind of move down the line as it's talking to them.
As Simi, you plug into the computer. Give me a easy computers check.
Easy computers check, huh?
Easy computers check.
Is that all?
I brought balance to the board.
Damn.
So, needless to say, you have full access to the information on this node. You totally know that in 2 weeks it'll be beginning to build a Star Destroyer here. It hasn't done anything more than transport craft so far, but you totally know that in 2 weeks they'll be beginning construction of a second Star Destroyer. This one will be a model that contains gravity wave generators. You know, those big, beautiful globes that can stop hyperspace.
And it doesn't have it planet killing cannons.
Is there anything you want for your 3 advantage in your big damn triumph?
Switch the 2 rooms.
Can Can I do that?
Now, what do you mean by switch the two rooms?
We're the whole point
The
of
order on our
getting
report.
into the computer was to swap the order of our inspection and change 4 and 2.
Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Wanna build a snowman?
And then use
So-
the advantages to make it untraceable.
So, needless to say, in
Cat.
the itinerary, you go in and you change it so that 2 and 4 have been swapped in the itinerary.
Dun,
And with
dun.
all of those successes, you did it in like a quarter of the previous time other inspection units have done. And the lieutenant looks at Prit with that eyebrow still arched, looking at your droid, you know, inspection completed. She says, this would be why your team was issued a droid to increase your efficiency, it looks like.
Indeed.
Unlike your previous teams. And you just get the sus look.
I kind of zoom in closer on her, almost like invading her space a little bit as she's making these comments.
Is Prit gonna address her issues? Just let it go.
Is it, as you've noted, adding a droid increases efficiency, and well, we need to get our numbers up. So, welcome to the future.
And she gives you the slight squinty eyes of questioningness. Are you going to use your deception to lull her back into a false sense of security?
I would love to.
You inspect the first station that has the actual competent member. Ooh, look at you spending those points so quick. I have your upgrade in there. And you're gonna want it.
And here we go.
Damn!
What?
Wowzers.
He's
Gotta say
deceived forever, but
Okay.
Now, here's a point where I might want to use my signature ability.
Okay. What would that be?
Yeah, my signature ability, unmatched tradecraft, and I've been buying up all of the things. And once per game session, as an incidental, after I've rolled the dice for a deception check, but before resolving the results, I may spend a destiny point to remove. At this point, I've bought it up to 3 purple, black, or red dice.
oh snap!
So does it let you remove or re-roll them?
Remove.
Remove.
Ooh. So you're gonna get rid of those 4 threats in one move?
Yep.
So you're gonna spend a destiny point to get rid of them?
There's
There's
we go.
the destiny point. There's my
So it
payoff.
allows for how many dice?
Up to 3 dice.
Oh, so you can get rid of all the challenge dice. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Okay, and that would get rid of all 4 threats. So, needless to say, you give her some, Imperial talky talk like only you can, where you feel very comfortable.
Plus,
What would
add
you
another
like for
success.
that triumph? Yes, it would add another success. So it's 8
8
successes.
Yeah.
She totally fixes one loose hair sticking out of her hat and is willing to
love
give
what
you her phone number.
What it says for successes there: extend duration of deceit action. She trusts him for the rest of her life.
You could use her at a future time and location.
Well, now let's not go that far.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I meant as a contact or a
Like
resource.
she's believes me forever. I like the if we were going to run into her again, I like the idea of her. I just can lie and she will not oppose it.
He's good. She's good people.
No, you know what it really is she's bucking to join the inspection teams instead of being stuck on the station.
Right? Trying to get down to the
Who
planet.
can blame her?
Inspection duty's the best. You get to see things.
Right?
And everybody's scared when you show up. Okay? So what did you want for the triumph?
Well, I don't know, guys. I mean, we could make it so that target is
Yeah, it's not a bad deal.
not a bad
Usually
deal. I
what's
don't know.
there. She believes all your lies.
All of a sudden, she's not even going to suspiciously watch you guys leave and wonder why you guys are going off to the right instead of off to the left.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think it works. The triumph.
Yeah, I like
Suggestion.
what's written down. Obviously, I'm trustworthy. So if I'm going somewhere, in somewhere unexpected, I've got my reasons, and they're fine.
Yeah, for the Empire.
Would she really know which way we're supposed to be going? I mean, this is the Empire. They do tend to silo everything.
Well, you're assuming this ain't her first rodeo, so she's been through this inspection process before many, many times.
Yeah, well, we could show her our, unbeknownst to her, changed orders and say, well, these are the instructions we've been given.
But she's not even asking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be if she brought it up. You'd have to make that bloof. Now she's not even gonna give a shit. She's like,
That's fair.
to have that kind of power to just do as you wish. That is the empire I want to be part of. So, Simi, you easily complete the inspection list. You find out everything is perfectly in order except for one thing.
One thing, huh?
The one thing you've noticed that on the timetable on the file here, the mouse droid that comes into this area in about 20 minutes has not had its regularly scheduled memory wipe. It's in fact missed 3 memory wipes. If you want to call that out, you may just want to let it slide, but if you want to call it out, you can.
I'm gonna let it slide.
Feisty little mouse droid fighting the Empire.
Or they just want the mouse droid to be quirky, so they'll play with them like a cat. Closest thing you can get to a pet on the station. Okay, so you guys complete your inspection. Which way are you heading? There are many options. I mean, you could always go through the actual work decks, that way, or you could go back to the hub itself and go to the hub. Find out what all the hubbub's about.
Lead the way, boss.
Oh, the hubbub.
I think we're going back through the hub.
Yeah.
Is there anything in our instruction sheet that says we're supposed to go down the side corridors?
Nope.
So,
all right. Then
it's the Empire. You want your directions that specific?
I mean, it is the Empire.
As we leave, and I fly the little camera droid by, I kind of brush it off her shoulder as it goes by.
Damn.
Like, whoopsie, sorry.
And she totally looks at you and says, Inspector, please keep that probe to yourself.
Sorry, I was distracted.
We wouldn't want anyone being exposed to an accidental probing.
They probed me.
Just had to get that last word in before we left.
See
and as you guys are coming back, somebody give me
Droid.
someone give me a perception check.
I don't think
Perception.
Not Ed.
That's probably me.
Hey, Simi, you
Probably.
gonna come with the group?
See, I'm only
yeah.
3 green. I guess.
Yeah, I've got 1 yellow and 4 green on my perception.
Yeah. She was open to meet the rebellious mouse droid.
All right.
Come on,
Ready?
in 5 minutes she could have used the mouse droid to set all the explosives and be done with it.
All right. Here comes my perception.
Alrighty. Not
Nice.
bad, not bad at all. So when you guys get to the hub here, and you see there's like the well down here where there's many administration folks working their little cubicles going off. You notice that in the overseer's hub in the middle, because it's all glass screens where the higher mucky mucks work in their open offices, you totally see what was not there before is now an ISB team. Not a big shock because you knew there was one that was coming to the station slightly offset from your guys' schedule, but not bad at all. That you got your sea legs, so to speak, and on the plus side, it took you like next to no time to do the inspection. Only 15 minutes has passed. That's pretty damn fast.
We're good. We're just that badass.
And of course, with that perception check, you can totally note another checkbox on the list for the general, condition of the facility. There is no refuse. Very good job.
Yes, I will make sure I pass it off to Tozen, what I see.
As you
Well,
just
we'll
get
try
a
to. No, we'll try to keep ourselves scarce.
As you guys kind of, purposely make sure you blend in with the crowd so you fall in behind another quad of group, there. So as soon as they turn, you guys keep going straight to your designated station.
You come and see me?
Yes.
As
You
you're
got
coming
a
up to the next station,
motor servo working bed.
you see there's a team. They've got probes out here working on assembling. It looks like some kind of interesting looking hyperspace probe type of thing. Sort of like, remember you guys used that artificial intelligence operator shuttle that carries small amounts of cargo with no actual human pilot? Something sort of similar, only it looks more ballistic based and less, clandestine courier service. And here the officer, he's a very rotund gentleman. He's totally got his feet up on the monitor on the console there with his belly, with his uniform just slightly out of regs. And his crew were talking very formally. I mean, very informally to him as you guys come walking in, and immediately he
I zip the little camera droid up in the mixed of them just before we get right in the room. I see them sitting like that.
Yeah, and I actually follow Prit into the room. I don't go in first.
Damn. Prit. Well, one of you guys, give me a vigilance check. I want to see if you can beat their response coming down the hallway here.
That should not be me. My vigilance sucks.
I'm one yellow.
It should probably be
I'm
Melnock.
a green, so
I'm 2 green.
Since Melnock's got the camera droid.
Now, a cool roll I could do wonders on, but not a vigilance. I'll
let's do it.
throw a blue your way on your vigilance.
Sure.
Oh, teamwork. I got the blue added.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, why do I have force dice loaded up?
That's a good question. That wasn't me.
No.
As you try to get your droid out there because you're just like, aha, slovenly officer, let's catch that on camera. The dude just manages to move quick enough to get to his feet before the probe can get in and focus on his actions. His one super skill is to make sure he doesn't get caught.
He can laze around, but he's not going to get caught doing it.
Right.
And immediately his workers kind of like straighten out, and you hear a couple quick mumbles, but you can't quite catch what they were. As they start doing busy work, that you totally sense the collective alt-tab as they're typing in very important Imperial things right now.
I make a note on my pad. No, I'm just kidding.
Dun dun.
Appeared to just be doing busy work.
Okay, so Simi, you gonna interface with the system here?
Yes,
This time we'll just do a good old standard inspection.
Okay.
And this time, the slackenly operator did not leave the terminal logged on for you. So it's a 2 purple roll, which you jokingly make fun of that 2 purple roll.
Damn, another triumph.
But yeah, system is my bitch.
Like I've been on this kind of station before. It's mine.
So what would you like for your triumph and your advantage? Now that you're ridiculously ahead of schedule. I mean, you should have by the time you're finishing this inspection, it's when you should have just finished the first inspection.
Right. It gives us an alibi. It's obviously got the stuff done too quick. We couldn't have been planting any kind of bombs.
Any suggestions?
Oh yeah, I've always got suggestions. Only if you want it, though.
I do want to suggest. It's been a long day, and I did not get much of a. So any suggestions would be.
So you have enough time on the computer that you're able to check the duty rosters and ensure that this area will be clear of any work crews when we head over there in a few moments.
Ooh.
Okay, I can go for that.
Okay, so conveniently, you can even close some doors off at that point.
Nice.
Are you wanting to do that so you have privacy?
Nice.
I mean, at the very least, I was going to make use of my sound dampener when we're over in that corner, but yeah.
And since you're conveniently peeking over there, I will give you one additional piece of information.
Okay.
We got closing the doors there. In that hangar, there is one life sign in there, but you can't see it on the cameras. Whoever it is either working somewhere like under something, or is taking great pains to conceal their presence. But the life sign monitor totally picks up that there is a living, breathing human being there.
Here?
Yep.
Okay.
That's our contact.
Mm-mm.
But this is where we would really need Golda. So if we can all stall going to pick up the explosives for the next hour, hopefully Golda will make the next session. And on that note, I need to take a pee break.
Okay, we will take a quick 5-minute break.
No, we will take a 1 hour break. No.
Yeah. And in the meantime, You'll have seen me bring up the program called D&D 5.0, and you and the team that works there will play a virtual hologram game called the Dungeons and the Dragons.
All right, back in a few minutes.
All right, be right back, guys. It's actually a good suggestion. More of a guideline, really.
Oh.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome
Sorry?
back.
Thank you.
Hmm. CPO looking pretty badass there in that picture.
Oh, what?
The picture Jim put in Skype.
Nice.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy up at the camp just to see an entire area, like ecosystem completely altered. Went from a lot of pine, mostly pine with some oaks around, to almost no pine due to fires, pine beetles and things, to like the camp's nothing but like oak now. So it was pretty crazy up there.
Absolutely.
Oh, I swallowed wrong.
I'm gonna say don't be dying on us.
Yeah, really.
Wow, that's impressive. No, I'm looking at an email from Phoenix Fan Fusion, and Alan Tudyk is going to be attending twice.
Huh?
Yeah. They sent out a list of all professional actors or celebrities that are going to be there, and they have Alan Tudyk listed twice.
Maybe he's been cloned.
That's what I was thinking.
Literally just thinking that.
Well, I mean, it's like I remember iRobot. Maybe he's like on a assembly line, or they uploaded his brain like in Dollhouse.
Or as a twin brother. So
I think what we're going to get is what we'll really have is Eliza Dushku and Alan Tudyk showing up, and she'll just be acting like him.
All I know is when I see him at his booth, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to be like, no, I'm looking for the other Alan Tudyk.
Got this one on the list, not that one.
Right? It's not you. The other one that they said was going to be here.
Anybody watch Tales from the Empire or Empire of Tales or whatever the hell?
Yeah.
Yep, we
Not yet.
binged it.
Well, it's not like it's long.
It's
No,
an hour
I
and a
know.
half total.
I know, but I've got a lot of stuff that I'm watching right now. So I just barely finished The Bad Batch a couple days ago.
Yeah. Hour and a half? No, it was a little longer than that. Not by much, I think, but too much.
Six
But
15-minute episodes.
Are they 15? Huh?
Yeah, they range
I
from
didn't time
14
it.
to 16.
Yeah, that was the only disappointing, but they did a good job in the time with it. But
And we have
There's
a
some-
lot more information on two characters,
yeah, what was interesting, the long leap periods. I thought it was supposed to be individual tales, but
Yeah, like the Tales of the Jedi was, where it filled in big
Right.
gaps in character stories.
so but it was well done, I thought.
I mean, hey, they gave one character a almost redemption arc.
Yeah, it was good. Like I said, don't want to go too farther since some people haven't seen it.
Yep, I'm using vagaries. I mean, we even get some teasers at the whole "I expect you to die, Mr. Bond" moments.
Was everybody back? Are we waiting for
I
anyone?
think so. No, I don't think so.
I haven't heard Prit yet.
I was just talking about how Alan Tudyk is going to be actually be Eliza Dushku.
Right.
Yeah.
I was talking about in game talk, not in. I'm assuming
Yeah,
that's
okay,
Phoenix
right.
Fan Fusion talk.
His perception skill was
In that case,
lacking.
none of us are back.
Oh, we talked about Star Wars. That's game based. So Simi, of course, taps in and in record time, like even faster than before. Because wow, even more successes. Simi
Hey,
now has
Jim.
a formal
Hey, Jim, by that logic, then Jeff's conversation about Alan Tudyk did count as a game topic because he voiced the
But
droid in.
the KX droid
Solo.
wasn't mentioned, so it doesn't count.
No.
No, it
In
still does because.
Rogue One.
Exactly.
Rogue One.
So sorry,
Cassian
but
said I have to save you.
you failed. Anyway, there we were. Trying to stall
And
for
then
the next
immediately at that moment, Tozen's holographic projector glitches out.
hour. Damn you!
So Simi finishes the inspection in record time. It's only, 5.5 hours into your 6-hour inspection. You have plenty of time. You have like roughly an hour and a half before you have to be at the next station. And Pritz, give me your deception check for this guy. Don't
Junior
roll
break
yet.
time.
And I'm giving you a free upgrade because you stumbled upon them when they weren't expecting you. They were expecting you like a half hour from now.
All right, you ready for me?
Yep. It's almost like somebody pays to get the schedule. Okay, so seeing as your shock and awe and you have them off settled a bit, what do you want for those 3 advantages? As I'm equally shocked by your silence.
Yeah,
Well, I think that you just told him to roll deception. He didn't know why or what he was rolling it for. So to try to determine the 3 advantages, we kind of need some context first.
It's pretty much
Exactly.
the same kind of deception you rolled against the other officer.
Aha.
of your playing in character as the inspection crew? Kind of one role to collectively make sure that you're not breaking character.
Roger, Roger.
He's waiting for us to blow our cover.
You gotta say, Roger, Roger.
Well,
That's
I think.
a separatist droid. Shoot it.
Well, what I'm thinking about with that is just unlike the other one who had a lot of suspicious looks. I just want this guy. He just all right, fine, and just about his business. We just blend into the scenery.
Like,
As
wow,
he
these guys are quick. They're gone. I can get back to lazing.
Yep, he's totally like, as you were, man. Continue on. Don't ignore the inspection team. We're supposed to act like they don't exist.
I mean, if he wants to get back to playing Galaga, I'm happy with that.
That guy's playing Galaga. Didn't think we noticed, but we did.
Every time.
Wait. Well, he left his high score up. I mean, that's what gave him away.
You gotta alt tab faster, man. You gotta alt tab faster. You want to work on the garbage scout team. That's how you get caught and get put on garbage scout detail. So, you guys wrap up super fast once again. It takes Simi all of a minute to do what should have taken like 5 minutes. Along with some looking and glove wiping on the inspection. I'm assuming the rest of you totally fill in for that detail while Simi's doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So when you finish your inspection, do you say anything to the team?
Well,
You totally give them a pass, and you get the audible relief breath from him because he totally realized there's like a food wrapper on the floor there that he totally thought they would not pass.
Now knowing that, I look directly at the food wrapper, look at him, and say, pass, in a kind of gruntled tone of, we're passing you, but clean this shit up.
As he totally walks over and puts a boot on the wrapper. It doesn't exist. I will stand in this exact spot until you leave.
Yep. And we make our way out of the room.
Okay, whereabouts are you heading to from here?
We are heading to
exactly in that
Inquiring
direction.
minds would like to know.
And the camera droid lingers just for a few moments as we leave the room before it zips out.
So you have
it should be watching that food wrapper.
Zooms in on the wrapper. You have the access codes to open these doors, but there are people milling about doing their jobs. Someone give me a stealth roll.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Let's see. Stealth.
I'm looking, but I don't.
Yeah, I have 1 yellow and a green in stealth, so that.
Stealth. I know who it's going to be, but yeah, I'm only one. I got 4 green and a bleh.
Bleh.
I've got 3 green, but if I take some strain, I can reduce the difficulty of this stealth check.
Oh. Because infiltrator.
Because infiltrator.
So I'm better. I'm the best stealth with 4 green and a blue.
Well, you're the one supposed to sneak up on someone and murder.
Yellow. Yeah, it's I think your agility you're based on your agility, so
yeah.
My agility is only 3, so it's like I only.
But you said you have a yellow?
What?
You said you have a yellow?
I have 3 yellow.
Oh, 3 yellow. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
you're
yellow.
definitely making the stealth roll. If you can reduce the difficulty and roll 3 yellow, yeah.
I thought you said
does
I
it-
3 green.
I've taken my 2 strain, and so please reduce that difficulty. And
Okay, I've reduced the difficulty. You just made my destiny point feel very, very, very weak.
you ready?
Yep. As you immediately usher them and you have seen me push in the code and the door goes whoosh. And then the door closes whoosh behind you and there's this very large area where of course it's got the glowing blue screen environmental shield and the openness to space. There's a not quite Imperial regulation shuttle parked in there. And then there are dozens and dozens of cargo containers there. Thankfully, you were given the lot numbers to look for.
Mm-hmm.
So you could, break down this, 4 stacks of 40 to find the ones you're looking for really quickly.
And I'm going to draw on the force.
Oh, are you?
I am.
Okay. Well, I'll let you draw on the force before I ask for someone to give me a vigilance check. How about that?
That's good, because that's what I want to do before that all goes down.
Okay,
All
so
right.
what forcey McGorsey stuff are you doing?
Are you kidding me?
I don't know. I'm with the audience. I'm behind the camera. What are you doing as we hear bum 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 ba bum 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 bum.
2 dice, and it's going to make it difficult for me. All right.
Do I need to put any difficulty there? Or you just rolling your force dice?
No, I just need the pips. I'll go ahead and take, and I'll use 1 die, and I will also commit that 1 die.
Ooh, you're using the dark side?
I am.
Ooh, I
And
like it. Give me that destiny point.
And I'm sensing. Oh, I don't know. Can't do that, actually, because we don't have any, do we?
Yeah,
we do.
we
Oh,
had
okay.
balance before you went all dark side on the group.
Yeah,
It's
well.
because the tension and the fear and the fact that the group's separated. And what is the range of your sensing of
Well,
that?
the
I
group's
think
separated because Melnock hasn't kept up with us.
Because I'm busy forcing.
You're having to force
Yes.
it. And if you're forcing it, that's not a good thing.
Short range.
So you know immediately before anyone else, the life sign in here is between 2 sets of cargo containers.
All right.
And
I
either
kind of
they
move.
chose really well their hiding spots, or they moved some things to provide a very, very closed off little hiding spot.
So I kind of moved the camera droid up and over real quick.
As
Wow.
immediately
Somebody's vigilancing.
do you like motion to the group, or you're gonna let one of them figure it out themselves?
No, I like look over and then move look at the team and then move the droid up, hovering quite a ways up, but over the spot.
Your camera is literally doing a basketball hoop shot where it's going
Mm-hmm.
and just as you're seeing the back of a head as someone's noticing the droid obviously floating up there in its little repulsor lifts, someone give me a vigilance check or perception, either or.
Well, perception I can do pretty good at. Vigilance sucks. My perception is 1 green and 4 green and 1 yellow.
Yeah. I would say perception's viable because I just alerted for active looking versus right. So.
All right. Here comes some perceptiveness.
And you don't know shit except you're looking up at the camera like, what's he doing with the camera?
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, look, it's right there, dude. It's telling you. Hello.
And you take a point of strain because you're nervous about what's going on in here. What's the camera see that you don't? as everybody's looking at cargo unit numbers, trying to figure out which pile you need to go to. Is anyone else going to try a vigilance check to find the cargo units you're looking for?
I have 1 green in vigilance.
I am not vigilant.
Oh,
And
I
he-
guess that's me then, because I got a yellow.
And immediately as you
I'll throw
you
you a
see that,
blue.
your camera rolls over and the person looking at it, it's like totally like, "Shoo, go, go," and the person's waving for the camera probe. Only the probe and its owner and the guy know this is happening, as he's silently saying, "Go, shoo, shoo. I'm supposed to be here. Here's
So
my
am I
here's my
throwing you
paperwork."
an additional blue, Dave?
Sure.
All right, have a blue.
Okay, I've added a blue.
Right, ready?
Yep.
Oops, I left
What
those in,
the
but
what?
hey, I left them in by accident. That's all right.
Now the
Don't
force
don't
is
look.
with you. So
Yeah, I
you
know.
don't find the stash that you're looking for. However, you do find a really cool bunch of cargo units that include brand new stormtrooper armor. You know, one tote's got 2 full suits of stormtrooper armor, and there's like 10 crates of this new stormtrooper armor. I'm just saying, that's exciting shit. There's enough gear to basically guns, grenades, and suit of armor for 20 stormtroopers there.
Wow.
You totally
Doing
read the
Bless you.
manifesto and got distracted. And then as you're doing that and you're going, whoa, and your little monitor shows the guy, immediately the 4 of you get, well, 3 of you out of the 4 of you get surprised as a gentleman in an Imperial uniform comes walking around the corner and totally is putting his cap on and says, "Attention! Now, since you were caught off guard, I would like one of you to give me a deception check." You're still getting your blue.
All right. Ready for my deceptions?
I am now.
Okay. Here I come being a nice little deceptive deceiver.
And immediately you echo the commander on deck, and you totally as a group collectively pop off with the Imperial look, and the guy looks at you guys, and then you guys look at him, and then he looks at you guys, and he just kind of like he's staring at you and says, "May I inquire why you are here while I am guarding this very important cargo from any rogue elements that could be here?"
Was there a code word or anything that our contact gave us in the email exchange from last session?
There totally was. You even mocked it for being unoriginal.
Did.
I mean, it was
Oh.
Golda that mocked it, so I'm assuming she's the only one that wrote it.
Yeah, I'm going to say Golda's our note taker, so.
Right.
His call sign was Rogue,
Yes.
and he did just
That's
throw that
right.
out in polite conversation.
He did.
He did.
Yep.
Because you pulled off such a good deception of Imperials, he's not sure if you're his contacts or not. So he's not breaking character either.
Well,
So I will tell him that our because in our original email I said something along the lines of our travel has been secured and we will be heading to the station on the the 10 o'clock whatever schedule it was.
Uh-huh.
And so I will make a comment to that of whatever his rank is. Our voyage was uneventful, and we arrived at the expected time, with no further incidents to report.
And he kind of gives you a look as he's kind of taking it in, and you kind of get the feeling that he doesn't get what you're saying.
Didn't get
So
what you're
maybe
laying
I could
down.
make
You're spreading it too thin.
maybe I could make a leadership role to convey to him that we are his peeps.
Okay, I'll give you an average roll for that.
All right.
As he's doing that, I'm bringing the droid down, and you can see actively the camera's shut off.
Flip the little record button.
Or the recording has discontinued.
Be you ready for me?
Yep. Okay, you unceremoniously, leadership-wise, break the skinny to him, and you by the way, with your successes, you definitely get the idea that this guy is not formally military trained. He's just a really good liar.
Mm-mm. It was all the camera turning off on the droid that it clicked. Oh, wait, it's not recording, so.
He wasn't breaking character under camera. And he's just like, whew, I don't know about you guys, but this cloak and dagger stuff, I mean, stealing something from the Empire is one thing, but this cloak and dagger stuff, that's draining. It's exhausting. So you're that the rebel element I'm supposed to be meeting here, right?
That is correct.
And he kind of waves you guys, come on over here. Your cargo has been delivered as I was paid for. And he takes you over to like the very furthest pile of cargo units. And he's just like, I hope the Empire won't mind, but as I unloaded these, I loaded some of the Empire stuff on board. Nothing like stealing Imperial food rations. The biscuits are the best.
All right, boys, lock them up. Slap him on the shoulder.
And
the yellow ones are the best.
The yellow ones are the best.
So is this guy a member of the rebellion, or is he just a hired smuggler?
You get the feeling that he is someone who's been hired by the rebellion. He's not like a military member. But
Roger.
obviously, if he was given this mission with you guys, he must be at a trustworthy level. And he must be competent if he got here. I mean, the fact that he has unloaded cargo and he has stolen cargo.
I mean, he did hide well, except for, certain abilities.
Right, he did. He did. All right, so we start gathering up our ordnance, and should we perhaps point him in the direction of some stormtrooper uniforms that he could also load up?
Wouldn't be bad to take back.
I mean, they could come in handy.
As you point that out, and he's just like, yeah, I could get some good money for those.
So long as you drop a few of them off at a location where we can acquire them.
Now the question is, what location are you telling
him?
As he totally tells you as he's opening the crates for you guys to be careful. I'm not sure if any of you have asteroid mining backgrounds, but and he totally tosses this not quite grenade. It's more of a boxy shape package at Prit. And Prit, give me a coordination check to see if you can catch it. As in the air, he pops off and says, that's a baridium charge used for cracking asteroids.
Coordination, you say? Well,
Coordination. You catch the softball. You catch the softball, but you take a point of strain because he says baridium charge, and
Like, well,
you've heard of it. You've never actually played with it before. As he just laughs at you getting all nervous, and he's like, "Ah, don't worry. It has to be activated to blow up. I just wouldn't shoot it with a blaster gun just in case." They do have a history of being finicky, especially if they're older charges. And these were the newest ones I could get. And you totally see the label on it. It's like pre-Clone Wars era.
Oh, lovely.
Used by date was like 40 years ago.
When he tossed it to you, it left a cloud of dust as it flew through the air.
As he just says, I don't know what you're supposed to do with them, but there should be more than enough for your job. And he totally opens another case next to it and basically shows you that there are 20 charges, a small fortune in explosives. As he's like, it's a good thing your rebel forces paid me well, because I could have sold these on the market pretty well.
Yes,
No,
well,
it's a good thing you brought them, or you might have been the next mission.
right? That's exactly what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking.
The parameters may have been a little different, though.
Now the question is, are you taking that to an intimidation, or just throwing that out there?
Just a lighthearted little comment. Being conversational. Not that I'm good at it, but I try once in a while. It definitely wouldn't be a deception because I'm not being deceptive, because it would be otherwise.
And he totally tells you, I don't know who your demo expert is in the group here, but I'm pretty sure you'd only need like 1 or 2 charges per location that you want to make disappear. I mean, I've been
Well, that's good to
told
know.
a single charge on a ship can do massive amounts of damage. I mean, they are meant to break open asteroids.
Well, you've done an outstanding job here,
Indeed.
other than not hiding very well.
As he totally looks at Pritt and says, "Can you give me a hand?" As he's grabbing 2 crates of stormtrooper armor.
Sure.
And he totally asks you for the coordinates where you want him to drop off one for you.
There's my curio contact that's across the street that collects memorabilia.
Oh, okay.
Let's have him drop it there with a note that that it's my codename's property.
All right, you got it. And after he loads up, you notice that his cargo hold, when you help him grab the 2 crates that you're helping him with, you know that his cargo hold is full of Imperial food stuff.
Perfect.
As he apparently has pilfered a month's supply for this station.
Is he a little portly?
Nope, but he could get a mint for Imperial, rations.
Okay.
At least that's his opinion. If it's something easy and it's not going to end you up in prison forever if you get caught with it. I mean, after all, they're for sale in the open market. It's not like it's a regulated item once you get it out of the boxes. And he just says, good luck, and what are they? May the force be with you. Yeah, may the force
Indeed.
be with you. And I got that address to drop off that one of those crates.
Roger, roger.
So you now know that you'll have 2 stormtrooper suits. As your available loot after the fact. Not that he'll make a beeline to go there, he'll go in a roundabout fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically starts up his engines, and just as you see a couple shuttles leaving, he kind of bips in formation with them and takes off, riding right up the ass of one of them in their signal trap.
So let's go ahead and take these baridium charges,
Iridium charges. Yep, you got
and
20 of them. They're about the size of like 3 cell phones together.
All right. So Prit, you've got the stealthiness, right?
I absolutely have the stealthiness.
You want to maybe hide these in our gear and amongst our persons so that we're not walking around just carrying explosives openly?
Imperial
Sure.
uniforms and hiding bricks of explosives.
I do have
What's
hidden art.
your hidden compartment? What's the encumbrance in that?
Hold on.
I'm not sure
think
how
that
many.
one.
I think you can only hold one of these hidden inside your leg.
That's what I'm imagining. Yeah, not 20 of them.
Well, we don't need 20. He said we need 2 per. So
Yep.
6 is all we need.
Yeah, I'm thinking just to be on
I
the
don't
safe
think we're
side,
going
we're
to
going to
carry
do
20.
I mean,
We're
you can
gonna- we're gonna
easily
do-
shove one into your toolbox.
we're going to do 3 per, I think.
That's fine.
Damn. Okay.
But yeah, I'll throw one in my toolbox. We can put one in her spare compartment, but Prit should work on hiding the other 7.
Yeah, it says space 1.
Yep. So it's enough to hide one of them, which you could totally keep one in your leg just to keep one and not use it. I'm just saying. So Prit's gonna
Alright.
hide between the 4 of you 7 bricks of explosives. Okay, let's see how that works out for you.
Okay, I'm going to use my ability to take 2 strain and decrease the difficulty of my next stealth.
I'm going to throw you a blue as well.
Oh, look at you guys working together. There's this whole AT moment where you're taking clothes off and duct taping it to your skin.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun.
Look, the demo kit has
Yeah.
duct tape. You have
dun, dun,
pectoral
dun,
muscles.
dun.
Well, I do have also a Master of Shadows once per round. Spend 2 strain to decrease the difficulty of stress or stealth or struggle degree by 1 rank.
Okay, I've got your upgrade in there.
All right. And Tozen flipped a light side point for me, and
Yep.
all right, my pool is ready.
Yep.
Here we go.
Damn!
Somehow,
But you broke a sweat doing
with
it.
1 point of strain from your perspiration, you've hidden all 7 of these explosive charges on all basically 4 of you. You totally wedged one up inside Simi's belly compartment. You moved the wires on the midriff and shoved it up in there. You taped 2 to Melnock's butt. Look, you have a shelf, my friend. You totally, since Tozen has the holographic projector, just like flat out.
So you just put them in his
3.
pockets.
Golda's character has no idea, but somehow he hid them on her too.
Yeah.
Somehow she reaches into her pocket up there and she's like, "Where did this come from?"
She reaches into her pocket, not knowing what it is, plays with the dial on it, sets the timer, not realizing it's a timer for 2 hours, and then just kind of leaves it on the chair when she leaves.
Okay, so you have the explosives. You still have another 10 charges in the cargo hold there. Are you gonna set one off there too? Dispose of the evidence, so to speak?
That sounds like an excellent idea.
I was gonna say that's.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
what did
that
you
way it's
want for
not.
that triumph?
Yeah, that way it's not quite so obvious what the exact target was per se.
Yep. Not to mention, using the one explosive to blow all of them up is going to take out a large section of the ship.
Someone will think this was the real target with the larger explosive pattern.
Yep.
Do you want to take an extra one and just put it down a garbage chute, set it for 2 hours, throw it down the garbage chute?
Well, we have a few extra with us, so.
Yeah, we'll just take one of the ones we're leaving here because we're taking a total of 9, so that leaves 11. We'll take one of them, set it for a few hours, and kind of bury it, and we're good to go.
Okay. Now the question is, with your ride, let me scroll up to when the last time we had a time check. I think we're still at like 5:15. Yeah. So we'll say you putzed around with this guy for a while, so it's still 5 hours till your shuttle leaves. Not that you guys would have a hard time convincing a shuttle to leave or steal one. That's an option too.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So what time are you setting this crate full of explosives off?
What do you guys think? Should we set it for 5 hours and 20 minutes from now and just continue with our regularly scheduled program?
I think it might be a little suspicious if just as our shuttle is leaving, they go off.
That's true.
Unless we steal a shuttle and just take off, and then
That's
they don't know
still
who has what.
Can we set it for 5 hours after we've left?
Do we have anyone that is capable of flying a shuttle? I'm certainly not.
What, that big brain of yours? You can't fly a shuttle?
Nope.
I have 1 green in piloting.
I have 4 green in space and in planetary.
I've got 3 green. I haven't spent any ranks in it, but I
mean, should be plenty.
All right. I'm sure that Prit can deceive our way through why we need to take a shuttle and leave unscheduled. But yeah. All right. So we'll set it for. We will complete our inspection. So we should set it for no less than. How long is the typical inspection, Jim? Was it a half an hour or an hour per inspection?
Normally it's an hour per inspection, but you guys are like blasting through them faster than fast.
I don't know that I want to count on us blasting through them. We have no idea what we're going to face at the other 2 sites. Not only that, but we have to give ourselves time to plant the other explosives. So I would say we set it for like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
So just 2 hours and 15 minutes?
Let's go 3.
3? All right, 3 hours it is.
I'd rather have a margin of error there.
Roger. 3 hours.
At least to make sure we're on the other side of the place when that happens.
We should at least be over here when it all goes off.
Right. All right. Upward and onward to numero 3.
Now we're just setting up one charge, right? You're not chaining any together yet?
Correct.
Okay, so who's our mechanics guy that's gonna do the charge? Just to let you know, rigging this explosives requires a easy roll, increased by 1 per additional charge.
Me.
You're gonna mechanics that shit.
Yep.
Can I assist him?
You can totally assist him.
And
What would you add to the pool? Just a blue, or do you give him extra dice?
I have 5 greens, so what would that add?
Just a blue.
So just the blue as the two big brains start playing with explosives. It's the first time you've peeled away the raptor and ever played with one of these, but surely you stayed at a Best Western and you can figure it out.
Exactly.
I stayed at Best Western Plus this weekend, so it's even better.
Just know you do not want to roll the despair.
Well, I am going to make use of my
Click.
X5R heavy demolitions kit.
To provide you an additional blue?
It gives me 2 blue, which I've already included in my roll.
Oh, okay, I'll take them off then.
So I should only be getting 1 from Kelly.
Yep. As she is totally busybodying over your shoulder.
And you said it's an easy roll, +1 for every.
So since you're just doing a charge, it's just 1 purple. Yep.
Well, 1 red because you turned a dark side points. So.
Did I? Did I?
Yeah,
really?
you did. You did. So I saw that.
I was just bringing you balance to the force here.
All right, here we go. Making the roll.
I'm finding a refresher.
Hey! Because just to give you a heads up, if you roll a despair, it blows up in your face.
So, except that by using that kit, I can negate a despair.
I know. The worst part is if you roll a despair, you immediately roll a crit plus 50. Anything engaged with the charge. So, needless to say, you set the timer. Beep, 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 beep. What are you doing with the advantages? I'm assuming you could totally say for 3, you're going to make sure this charge sets off everything.
This charge sets off everything.
So it's going to be doing 11 times 3, so 33 planetary damage.
Oh, is that all?
Just 33 planetary damage.
I'm disappointed.
Just 33 planetary damage.
Not ship damage, planetary damage.
Disappointed. Yeah, let's get off this thing. Let's go.
As you, I'm assuming, lock the case with the little.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bloop, 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 bloop. And you cleverly disguise the other, 7 charges on everybody. They're spread amongst the group, so even if you're split up, you're doing good. Y'all have charges. You're still an hour ahead of schedule to get to the next location, even though you're heading in that general location.
Because droids are good. They speed things up.
Yep. But that's okay, because we need to head over to this area, so.
Okay, so you guys are heading on over the next station. Oh, wait. You're checking the subsection there where the scaffolding and the drones come back to their housing unit. And someone's going to hide the charge where? Or are you just going to stick it out in the open on the wall?
Oh, hell no. You said droid area? Droid.
Yep, droids return back to this area from working outside.
Is there a computer terminal here?
There's totally a computer terminal.
You said their charging location. Shut this one down for maintenance.
Shut one down for maintenance, and that's where we're hiding them.
Okay, so under the computer console.
Inside of a charging station for one of the droids, and we're marking that charging station as down for maintenance.
Down for maintenance. Now the question is, are you concealing it there, or are you mechanically hiding it behind something? Like you're opening a panel to put it in the panel, or are you just kind of like floofing some stuff in its way?
I think we're putting it behind panels.
Okay, so you're actually going to do mechanics to get in there.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and give me an easy mechanics roll for opening up the compartment there. I'm totally giving you a blue because you're an inspection team and you're expecting behind the panel, so no one is
No,
surprised.
I
I
already
was gonna
rolled,
just-
so I didn't really need the blue though, so we'll just
well,
go with
that's
that.
good because you had those 2 fictitious explosive blues. Okay, so you open up a panel and you move the insulation out of the way. On the charge you're putting
That's
here,
right.
2 things. What's the
Mhm.
time and how many?
We're doing a total of 3 charges.
Okay.
And how long did it take us to get here from the other explosion?
Like
Well, I'm sure that
barely
Simi
15 to
can.
just walk casual. Now the
Yeah,
question
I'm sure
is,
Simi can calculate the time and coordinate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so you're wanting it to
we're
go off at the same time.
yep.
Okay. So Simi's keeping track so they all go off at the same time. Okay.
Make this one
And
go 2 minutes faster so that it looks like this is the diversion and it was really the other site that's what the target was.
okay, so you've got 3 charges there. Simi really can't help you in the hidey spot you made. It's just big enough for 1 person to work.
Roger, roger.
So I've got your difficulty of 3 purple, and you're flipping an upgrade.
And I'll give myself 1 more blue.
And you're going to burn those blues.
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Did you add in that 1 blue for me, or should I add it?
I put it in there for you.
Okay, because I have the 2 for the mechanics kit, so.
Okay.
Roger, roger.
Okay. You have no problem, and if you want for the 3 advantage, I will say in this area you have no problem doing it without being observed.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to go for.
Just so we don't have to have your deception guy saying nothing to see here, basic inspection, go, go, go. So you conveniently do it in even faster time. You're totally feeling more comfortable handling the explosives. As you know, in real life, on the TV, I just saw an explosive at 5 seconds. Life imitates art. So you totally have the charge set to go off at the exact same time as the rest. So we could totally put a red check mark for the explosives. As immediately you finish just in time and put the panel back, and as soon as you dust yourself off from the work, you hear like a general intercom go off, and just letting you know that the regularly expected ISB inspection will be taking place in exactly 2 hours, blah blah blah. Make sure that you have your identifying data spikes ready for inspection.
Your chain code.
Yep. We expect this to go as normal. Thank you, all citizens of the Empire, for cooperating. We know that this is a hassle, but for everyone's security, we must maintain these standards. As you're just like, oh, so in 2 hours we have to be inspected. Good thing the explosives will be going off in 2 hours and 45 minutes. And you guys are heading towards your next inspection site. You're totally in zen with the moment. You have everything that you think should be perfectly fine and ready and standard to go. As you turn the corner, that's when the screen goes dark and you get the to be continued. As something feels off, as the prickles in the back of your neck go prickly. And for Simi, it's actually a loose conduit. So you guys get 10 experience.
Excellent.
As you have successfully planted 2 sets of explosives. Let's not forget the one over here.
Oh, sorry. 2
sets of explosives.
Though I worry that Prit was left behind with the explosives.
I am a little worried about that myself. Wonder what Prit's doing back there.
Nothing like when your
Using the
team
privy.
gets there and they'll be like, roll me a deception, and you're all looking at each other going, I wish Prit was here to roll deception.
Right?
All right. Good night, guys.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Good night, gang.
All right.
All right,
See you
night.
next week.
I think there's going to be a great light show. Really great show. Now let's just hope that you guys aren't stuck on the boat.